Life, my friends, has a knack for testing us daily. Some challenges creep up on us, subtle as a slow leak that drains our energy without a sound. Others crash into us, full on, forcing us to react or risk falling behind. But here's the undeniable truth. The moment we stop growing, we start to stagnate, to fall behind. Growth isn't a single event you check off a list. It's a daily vow, a conscious decision to be better today than you were yesterday. Your personal growth is solely your responsibility. No one can walk this path for you. Embrace daily self-improvement. It's the bedrock of a truly fulfilling life. Many believe growth comes in dramatic leaps, sudden opportunities, or extraordinary events. But the real magic happens in the small, consistent actions we take day after day, subtly shaping who we become. Each day offers a fork in the road. Improve, or stay exactly where you are. Every sunrise brings a fresh chance to take one more step, to nudge yourself a little further than you were the day before. Commitment. That means showing up, even when every fiber of your being would rather do anything else. It's choosing progress over comfort, persistence over the easy trap of procrastination, and decisive action over empty excuses. Personal growth isn't some exclusive club for the lucky or inherently talented. It's open to anyone willing to pursue it with genuine intent. Growth demands awareness. You need to honestly gauge your starting point, pinpoint your destination, and map out the necessary steps. Without this clarity, improvement becomes a haphazard, inefficient guessing game. Make time each day to reflect on your actions, habits, and choices. Pinpoint where you can sharpen your edge and then craft a clear, actionable plan. Your plan doesn't have to be complex, just consistent. Even tiny habits, faithfully repeated day after day, will compound into astonishing results over months and years. And growth, let's be clear, demands discipline. Raw talent alone won't cut it. Countless individuals possess immense potential, yet never realize it because they lack the disciplined routine of self-improvement. Discipline is simply doing what you know needs to be done, even when every cell in your body protests. It's opting for the challenging path today, knowing it paves an easier road for tomorrow. Make a pact with yourself to learn something new every day, even if it's just one fresh idea, a single page from a book, or 15 minutes dedicated to a skill. These small, deliberate actions accumulate, over time, completely transforming your capabilities. Patience is another vital thread in this tapestry of commitment. Personal growth isn't a microwave meal. It doesn't happen overnight. It's natural to feel disheartened when results trickle in or seem invisible. The secret lies in trusting the journey. Pour your energy into consistent action, not immediate gratification. Eventually, the compound effect of daily improvement will become undeniably clear. Accountability supercharges your commitment. Share your ambitions with someone who'll genuinely hold your feet to the fire, or build a robust tracking system for yourself. When you track your progress and honestly reflect on your efforts, you solidify the very habit of growing. Cultivate a circle of people who truly champion your development. The environment you immerse yourself in dramatically shapes your capacity for growth. When you're among those dedicated to their own betterment, it's infectious. It inspires you to elevate your own standards and propels you forward. Personal growth extends far beyond mere skills or knowledge. It encompasses the refinement of your character, your mindset, and your emotional intelligence. To truly improve means cultivating greater patience, discipline, empathy, and resilience. Every minor refinement in character builds a stronger, more unshakable foundation for all your life successes. Committing to personal growth isn't a temporary project, it's a lifelong vow. There's no finish line where the learning stops. Life relentlessly throws new challenges, roles, and responsibilities our way. By consistently working on yourself, you ensure you're always ready to meet life's demands head-on and snatch opportunities the moment they appear. This daily commitment to growth is the singular choice that guarantees progress, builds inner strength, and unlocks your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. It's the cornerstone of a life that refuses to settle, a life that continuously ascends, and a life that fully realizes its boundless potential. One of the deepest, most pervasive traps we fall into is the constant, draining comparison with everyone else. Between endless social media feeds and even our own workplaces, it's easy to feel like everyone else is surging ahead, more talented, luckier, simply better. But here's the stark truth. Comparing yourself to others is a thief, stealing your precious focus and vital energy. Your journey is profoundly unique. Your progress should be gauged by your own standards, your own history, and your own incredible growth. Comparison breeds frustration and poisons with jealousy. It makes you entirely forget the distance you've already traveled and blinds you to the very opportunities for improvement staring you in the face. Instead, cast your gaze backward. Where were you a week ago? A month? A year? Ask yourself, am I closer to my goals? Am I stronger, wiser, more disciplined than I was then? True self-measurement is an act of radical honesty. It demands reflection, a candid self-assessment. Carve out time to jot down your accomplishments, no matter how tiny. Acknowledge every bit of progress, even if it feels insignificant. These small wins are the vital building blocks of greater success, and recognizing them fuels your motivation to keep pushing. Understand this. Everyone moves to their own beat. What one person conquers in a month, another might take a year to master. That's simply the natural, beautiful rhythm of life. Growth isn't a sprint, it's an endless, evolving journey. When you fall into the comparison trap, you often burden yourself with unrealistic expectations and feel immense pressure to keep up. This crushing pressure can breed stress, deep discouragement, and even lead you to simply give up. By anchoring your focus on your own past performance, you reclaim control of your mindset. You get to define what success truly means for you, measuring progress against your unique capabilities and circumstances. Measuring against yourself also champions incremental improvement. Pinpoint areas where you once floundered and identify small, actionable steps to excel this time around. If a habit slipped, resolve to be consistent today. If knowledge was lacking, dedicate time to learning now. Every step forward builds directly on the steps you've already taken. Accountability, once again, is paramount. Keep a journal, a planner, or even a simple checklist of your goals and triumphs. Track your performance with brutal honesty, noting both your successes and your shortcomings. This reflection empowers you to course-correct without self-judgment or blame. Keep your gaze fixed on long-term growth, not fleeting comparisons. And celebrate your personal milestones. They absolutely matter. When you hit a target, however tiny, acknowledge it. Reward yourself for tangible, undeniable growth. This strengthens the vital habit of self-measurement and deepens your commitment to never-ending improvement. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who truly respect individual progress. Steer clear of those who define success solely by status, wealth, or external accolades. Instead, draw inspiration from those who are deeply committed to their own journey, striving relentlessly to be better than they were yesterday. Grasping that life is a marathon, not a sprint, is absolutely crucial. Your progress might crawl at times, but as long as you're moving forward relative to your past self, you're exactly where you need to be. Growth is the sum of cumulative effort, consistent daily actions, and unwavering persistence. Measuring against your own history illuminates patterns, highlights your advancements, and transforms mistakes into profound lessons. It transmutes failures into insights and victories into rocket fuel for your next leap. By relentlessly focusing on yourself, you forge a mindset that is independent, incredibly resilient, and fiercely determined. You become less susceptible to envy, less distracted by others' triumphs, and more deeply committed to your unique personal journey. Ultimately, the only person you truly need to outdo is the person you were yesterday. This self-measurement is the bedrock of lasting growth, unshakable self-confidence, and consistent progress. It grounds your improvement in tangible reality, rather than the deceptive mirage of comparison, and keeps you steadfastly moving towards your goals. Embrace discomfort. See it as a powerful signal of progress. So many of us instinctively recoil from discomfort because it feels unpleasant, challenging, even frightening. But the undeniable truth? Discomfort is growth's constant companion, its natural habitat. Every single time you venture beyond your comfort zone, you're guaranteed to stumble into situations that test your abilities, stretch your patience, and challenge your very mindset. These moments might make you nervous, uneasy, even downright scared, but these are precisely the crucibles that forge your future and propel you forward. Growth never blossoms in ease or comfort. When life is smooth and effortless, you're merely maintaining the status quo, treading familiar ground. True improvement demands effort, requires struggle, and insists on a willingness to confront challenges that push your absolute limits. Discomfort itself is a signal. You're doing something novel, something your mind and body haven't quite adapted to yet. This, right here, is the fertile ground where real learning takes root. Those moments when you feel awkward, uncertain, or stressed. Those are the very moments you're actively reshaping your skills, carving out new habits, and broadening your perspective. Sure, avoiding discomfort offers fleeting relief, but it also locks you into the same old patterns, forever preventing you from realizing the vast potential simmering within you. The secret is to see discomfort not as a looming threat, but as a crucial signpost. It's telling you, you're heading toward growth. You're stretching past your known limits. You're challenging yourself in truly meaningful ways. Embracing discomfort demands both courage and a deliberate shift in mindset. You have to pivot from avoidance to acceptance. Instead of asking, "Why is this so hard?" ask, "What profound lesson can I extract from this challenge?" Instead of retreating, ask, "How can I meet this head-on?" Every single time you lean into that unease, you forge stronger resilience and expand your capacity to conquer future challenges. Small, deliberate steps into discomfort inevitably accumulate into monumental progress. You might begin by tackling new tasks, initiating tough conversations, or volunteering for responsibilities that feel utterly intimidating. Each of these experiences might be jarring initially, but with time, your confidence will soar, and tasks that once seemed insurmountable will become entirely manageable. Failure often walks hand in hand with discomfort, and that's yet another reason many run from it. The fear of making mistakes, of looking foolish, is potent. But mistakes are not indicators of weakness. They are undeniable proof that you are actively learning, stretching, and testing the very edges of your capabilities. Every single mistake holds a valuable lesson about yourself, your skills, or your chosen path. By embracing discomfort, you learn to keenly distinguish between temporary pain and permanent failure. Discipline itself is forged in these uncomfortable fires. Consistently showing up, even when things are incredibly tough, trains your mind and body to adeptly handle pressure, uncertainty, and stress. This hard-won discipline then permeates every aspect of your life, making future challenges feel less daunting and success far more attainable. And surrounding yourself with people who value discomfort can be a game changer. Seek out mentors, friends, or colleagues who intentionally push their own boundaries and truly understand the profound value in confronting challenges. Their very existence reinforces the truth. Discomfort isn't something to evade, but something to actively seek if genuine growth is your aim. Reflection is equally vital. After navigating discomfort, pause to truly assess what you've learned and how you've evolved. Note the new skills you've acquired, the confidence you've painstakingly built, and the resilience you've fortified. This critical reflection transforms discomfort into a worthwhile investment and fuels your desire to relentlessly pursue more growth opportunities. Ultimately, embracing discomfort is a conscious mindset choice. It's the deliberate decision to see every challenge not as a stumbling block, but as a powerful stepping stone towards your highest potential. It's the profound understanding that progress rarely arrives wrapped in comfort, and that the very things that scare you or stir unease are often the direct conduits to the most meaningful personal evolution. Life abundantly rewards those brave enough to face discomfort with determination, persistence, and genuine curiosity. Because within every uncomfortable moment lies a hidden lesson, a crucial skill, or a golden opportunity that inevitably propels you closer to becoming the absolute best version of yourself. Discomfort is the unmistakable signal that you are truly alive, actively growing, and relentlessly improving. And by leaning into it rather than frantically fleeing, you generate an unstoppable momentum that compounds over time, powerfully shaping your character, refining your abilities, and sculpting your future in ways that comfort could never achieve. Cultivating habits that actively fuel your growth is among the most potent strategies for long-term self-improvement. Habits are those tiny, repeated actions that, over time, compound into results far more significant than any singular grand effort. The truth is, genuine success and profound personal development aren't born in sudden, explosive bursts, but rather through the quiet, consistent rhythm of daily actions. Every single day, the choices you make and the routines you follow are meticulously sculpting your future, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. When you deliberately forge habits that resonate with your goals, you establish an automatic system for growth, one that doesn't solely depend on fickle motivation or finite willpower. Motivation is a fleeting guest, and willpower, a finite resource. But well-established habits, they keep pushing you forward, almost effortlessly, without needing constant conscious effort. The secret to building truly effective habits is to start small, almost ridiculously small. Attempting drastic overhauls all at once almost always leads to failure, simply because it overwhelms both your mind and body. Instead, zero in on tiny, manageable actions that are easy to consistently stick with. For instance, if better health is your aim, begin by walking just 10 minutes daily, consciously sipping more water, or gradually cutting back on sugar. If you seek to expand your knowledge, commit to reading just a few pages each day or tuning into short, insightful podcasts. These minute actions may feel utterly insignificant at first, but when woven into a consistent daily practice, they compound into monumental improvement over weeks, months, and years. Another crucial ingredient in habit formation is meticulously crafting an environment that inherently supports the actions you want to take. Your physical space, the company you keep, and the subtle cues embedded in your daily routine all profoundly influence your behavior. By deliberately organizing your surroundings to make positive habits effortless and negative ones challenging, you dramatically amplify your chances of success. For example, if daily writing is your goal, ensure your notebook or laptop is always open and visible. If healthier eating is the aim, fill your kitchen with wholesome options and ruthlessly eliminate temptations. Accountability also plays a pivotal role in solidifying habits. Confide your goals in someone you trust. Join a group of like-minded individuals, or meticulously track your progress with a system of your own. Accountability generates that vital external pressure to remain consistent, and equally important, it offers encouragement and crucial feedback when you inevitably hit snags. Building habits demands both patience and a healthy dose of self-compassion. You will stumble, you'll have off days, and you'll grapple with consistency. But these moments do not, and must not, define your entire journey. Instead of succumbing, recognize that each new day is a fresh, clean slate, an opportunity to begin anew. Habits aren't forged through perfection, but through consistent repetition, thoughtful reflection, and agile adjustment. It's also crucial to ensure your habits deeply align with your core values and long-term vision. Habits that feel disconnected from your true purpose will prove incredibly difficult to sustain because they simply lack inherent meaning. When your daily actions genuinely mirror the person you aspire to be and the values you hold dear, they become not just easier to follow, but profoundly more rewarding. Reflection and regular review are the twin keys to habit mastery. Periodically assess if your habits are truly yielding the desired outcomes. Pinpoint what's working, what's falling short, and make necessary adjustments. Growth-oriented habits, by their very nature, evolve as you evolve, and flexibility allows you to constantly refine your routines for maximum effectiveness. Ultimately, constructing habits that underpin your growth shifts your entire life from a reactive state to one of profound intentionality. You cease to rely on fleeting inspiration or unpredictable external circumstances for progress. Instead, You design a self-sustaining system that consistently propels you towards your aspirations. Habits are the foundational building blocks of character, skill, and enduring success. They empower you to improve steadily, to weather life's inevitable storms, and to relentlessly maintain progress even through the most challenging periods. By relentlessly focusing on small, meaningful, repeated actions, you ensure your personal development isn't left to random chance. Instead, it's guided by a conscious, deliberate process that compounds exponentially over time, yielding results far greater than mere sporadic effort could ever hope to achieve. By committing to build and nurture habits that genuinely serve your growth, you invest in yourself daily, generating an unstoppable momentum that will ultimately sculpt your abilities, transform your mindset, and shape your entire life in ways that are sustainable, deeply meaningful, and perfectly aligned with the extraordinary person you aspire to become. Actively seeking feedback and learning from others is hands down one of the most potent accelerators for personal growth. No matter your talent or depth of knowledge, there's always someone who can offer a fresh perspective or an invaluable insight you might have entirely overlooked. Feedback acts as a vital mirror, reflecting your actions, habits, and decisions back to you, helping you clearly see where your strengths lie and, crucially, where you need to sharpen your edge. Many instinctively shy away from feedback, fearing criticism or immediately growing defensive. But those who courageously embrace it gain an immense, undeniable advantage. Cultivating the skill of receiving feedback with an open mind and a humble attitude can fundamentally transform your life's trajectory. When you actively solicit feedback, you're not just showing a willingness to grow, you're declaring a profound commitment to excellence. This proactive mindset empowers you to pinpoint your blind spots and course-correct mistakes long before they harden into ingrained habits. Feedback can emanate from countless sources: mentors, peers, supervisors, clients, friends, even complete strangers. Each offers a unique lens, illuminating aspects of your performance or behavior that you might entirely miss on your own. The crucial step is to listen intently, without judgment, and to prioritize understanding the feedback rather than allowing emotional reactions to hijack your response. Feedback truly shines when it's specific, actionable, and delivered constructively. Instead of vague pronouncements like, "You need to improve," actively seek precise guidance on what can be altered, how it can be refined, and what outcomes you can expect. This clarity empowers you to implement changes effectively and accurately measure your progress over time. Equally important is the ongoing learning you gain from others beyond formal feedback sessions. Observe closely. How do successful individuals navigate challenges? How do they make decisions? How do they maintain their discipline? Study their habits, their routines, their communication styles, their approaches to problem solving. While blind imitation is rarely effective, you can judiciously adapt strategies that genuinely resonate with your own goals and values. Intentionally surrounding yourself with people who are smarter, more experienced, or more skilled than you provides another powerful, albeit indirect, form of feedback. Their very presence challenges you to elevate your own performance and embrace higher standards. Collaboration and open dialogue with such individuals unlock insights that dramatically accelerate your learning curve and help you circumvent common pitfalls. Asking questions remains an incredibly potent tool for learning from others. Never assume you possess all the answers, nor mistake seeking help for a sign of weakness. Genuine curiosity and a sincere interest in comprehending diverse perspectives inevitably lead to novel ideas and superior solutions. Learning from failure is yet another critical dimension of feedback. Every mistake, every setback, every constructive criticism holds a profound lesson capable of guiding your future actions. By carefully reflecting on what went awry, what alternative paths could have been taken, and how to proactively prevent similar outcomes, you transform challenges from formidable obstacles into powerful stepping stones. Cultivating a feedback-oriented mindset demands humility, unwavering patience, and relentless persistence. You must be willing to humbly accept that you don't possess all the answers, and that true improvement is an endless, continuous journey. Sometimes feedback will be deeply uncomfortable, and other times it will directly challenge your ego. But these very moments are precisely where genuine growth takes root and blossoms. It is also absolutely crucial to act on the feedback you receive. Collecting feedback without implementing changes is utterly meaningless. Implementing small, consistent adjustments over time inevitably compounds into truly significant improvement. Celebrate every shred of progress, no matter how small, and leverage each piece of feedback as a golden opportunity to refine your skills, sharpen your mindset, and enhance your overall approach. Remember, learning from others isn't a one-and-done event, it's a lifelong practice. No matter how much you achieve, there is always more to absorb. And remaining open to guidance keeps you adaptable, humble, and incredibly resilient. Feedback and continuous learning forge a powerful cycle of unending development, where every interaction transforms into an opportunity to grow, to expand your knowledge, and to profoundly enhance your abilities, ultimately sculpting you into a more effective, capable, and successful individual. Challenges aren't roadblocks designed to halt your journey. They are, in fact, powerful opportunities engineered to help you grow, to learn, and to truly unearth your deepest potential. Life relentlessly throws situations our way that test our patience, stretch our resilience, and hone our problem-solving skills. How you perceive these challenges dictates whether they become debilitating setbacks or empowering stepping stones. To embrace challenges means a profound shift in mindset, moving from seeing difficulty as a menacing threat to viewing it as a potent chance to improve, to adapt, and to fundamentally strengthen your character. Every single challenge carries an inherent lesson, whether it's about refining your skills, sharpening your decision-making, or cultivating a more robust attitude. When you encounter a problem, instead of instinctively avoiding it or grumbling, pause and ask yourself, what can this situation teach me? What new skills can you develop? What fresh perspectives can you gain? How can you emerge better because of this experience? By genuinely asking these questions, you transform challenges from burdens into powerful tools for profound growth. Challenges relentlessly push you beyond your comfort zone. True growth simply never happens within the predictable confines of what's familiar and easy. When you confront situations that demand you stretch, think innovatively, or act with decisive courage, you unlock entirely new abilities you never would have otherwise discovered. Embracing challenges means accepting discomfort as an absolutely natural, even essential part of progress. It demands the courage to step bravely into uncertainty, to take calculated risks, and to stare down the possibility of failure. Every failure, however, is never a permanent defeat, but rather a sophisticated feedback mechanism, precisely indicating what needs adjustment. Learning to persist, even in the face of immense difficulty, builds unwavering mental toughness, steely discipline, and rock-solid confidence. Individuals who habitually sidestep challenges often remain stuck, stagnant, precisely because they never confront the very situations that demand their improvement. They tragically miss the golden opportunity to test their boundaries and unearth the true extent of what's capable of achieving. But those who embrace challenges learn to innovate fiercely, adapt swiftly, and uncover brilliant solutions where others see only insurmountable problems. Opportunities, often surprisingly, lie hidden within challenges. A vexing business problem might compel you to develop a far more efficient process. A personal struggle could inspire powerful new habits. And a professional setback might just be the universe redirecting you to an even better path. By remaining open to the gifts each challenge offers, you unveil possibilities that are entirely invisible at first glance. Embracing challenges also means owning full responsibility for your response. You might not control what happens to you, but you always control your actions, your attitude, and your choices. Instead of pointing fingers at circumstances or other people, channel your energy into what you can do to genuinely improve the situation. This empowering approach prevents challenges from ever dominating your life. Challenges forge resilience, that vital ability to bounce back, adapt gracefully, and relentlessly move forward even amidst the most adverse conditions. Resilience isn't gifted, it's developed by repeatedly facing difficulties and learning to skillfully navigate uncertainty without giving up. It is, in essence, the very bedrock of long-term success and profound personal development. Viewing challenges as opportunities also ignites your creativity. When a problem refuses to yield to conventional methods, you're compelled to think outside the box, to experiment boldly, and to explore entirely new strategies. This innovative problem-solving mindset fortifies your ability to approach all future challenges with unwavering confidence and heightened skill. Every truly successful person has faced an abundance of challenges, yet they consistently view each one as a precious chance to learn, to grow, and to profoundly improve. They grasp that success isn't the absence of difficulty, but rather the masterful ability to transform difficulty into a powerful advantage. Embracing challenges isn't about masochistically seeking hardship, it's about cultivating a profound mindset where adversity is consistently transformed into boundless opportunity. It demands persistence, patience, honest self-reflection, and an unwavering willingness to extract lessons from every experience, no matter how uncomfortable or discouraging it might initially feel. Discipline and consistency are the twin cornerstones upon which all lasting success is built. Without discipline, even the noblest intentions and brightest ideas often wither into unfulfilled dreams. Without consistency, progress becomes erratic, and results are either agonizingly delayed or tragically diminished. To remain disciplined means forging a solemn commitment to yourself and your aspirations, then steadfastly adhering to it, even when motivation wanes or distractions loom large. It requires crafting a structured routine that perfectly aligns with your objectives and then diligently following it, day in and day out. Discipline isn't about being rigid or unduly harsh on yourself. It's about self-mastery, fiercely prioritizing what truly matters, and wisely sidestepping tempting shortcuts that offer fleeting comfort but ultimately lead to long-term setbacks. As you cultivate discipline, you learn to masterfully manage your time, energy, and focus with remarkable effectiveness. You begin by pinpointing your most critical tasks, those actions that undeniably propel you closer to your goals, and rendering them utterly non-negotiable. Every single day, small, disciplined actions steadily accumulate into truly meaningful progress. Consistency beautifully complements discipline because it transforms those repeated actions into deeply ingrained habits. Habits are incredibly powerful because they essentially automate success. When you consistently execute the right actions, they seamlessly integrate into your routine, demanding less mental effort and brilliantly resisting the unpredictable fluctuations of motivation. Consistency isn't measured by faultless perfection, but by unwavering persistence. Even tiny steps, taken with unwavering regularity, build unstoppable momentum, compound exponentially over time, and ultimately lead to extraordinary outcomes. It's always more effective to make modest, consistent progress daily than to take grand, sporadic leaps followed by frustrating periods of inactivity. Discipline without consistency is akin to a solitary spark without any fuel. It might ignite for a fleeting moment, but it can never sustain a lasting flame. Consistency without discipline, on the other hand, might keep you in motion, but without clear direction and sharp focus, your progress will be scattered, inefficient, and largely unproductive. But together, discipline and consistency forge an incredibly powerful engine for sustained, meaningful growth. Maintaining discipline and consistency demands careful planning and honest reflection. Set crystal-clear goals and meticulously break them down into actionable, bite-sized steps. Regularly evaluate your progress and be willing to adjust your routine to eliminate distractions or boost efficiency. Acknowledge your weaknesses candidly and proactively build systems to mitigate their impact. Ruthlessly avoid procrastination, as it cunningly undermines both discipline and consistency. Learn the power of saying no to anything that doesn't align with your deepest priorities, and fiercely resist the temptation to abandon your routine simply because immediate results aren't yet visible. Discipline and consistency also demand boundless patience and unwavering perseverance. The most meaningful achievements ripen over time. Shortcuts, almost without exception, fail to deliver lasting, genuine results. Trusting the process, remaining fiercely committed to your carefully crafted plan, and continuing to work steadily will inexorably build profound resilience and unshakable confidence. Cultivate an environment that actively supports your discipline. Minimize distractions, seek out accountability partners, and strategically place reminders that constantly reinforce your commitment. Reward yourself for milestones achieved. It's great for motivation. but never allow those rewards to eclipse the fundamental need for consistent, diligent action. Discipline profoundly strengthens your character. It instills self-reliance, laser-sharp focus, and the quiet strength to endure challenges without succumbing to frustration or despair. Consistency, in turn, builds invaluable trust. People invariably notice those who show up reliably, day after day, and opportunities naturally gravitate towards individuals who consistently demonstrate dependability. Over time, disciplined and consistent effort compounds with astonishing power. Tiny improvements and incremental progress accumulate into truly significant achievements. Skills become finely honed, habits deeply solidified, and results almost predictable. This profound approach works its magic in every area of life: personal growth, career advancement, business development, and even your most cherished relationships. Remaining disciplined and consistent isn't about forsaking rest or enjoyment. It's about masterfully balancing intense effort with essential recovery, meticulously crafting routines that sustain peak long-term performance without ever veering into burnout. It's about unwavering commitment, relentless persistence, and taking full, unequivocal responsibility for your own outcomes, regardless of external circumstances. The company you keep profoundly shapes your thoughts, molds your attitudes, and dictates your actions. Surrounding yourself with positive influences means deliberately choosing to be around individuals who uplift your spirit, challenge you to stretch your limits, and genuinely inspire you to realize your highest potential. Positive influences offer invaluable encouragement, provide constructive feedback with care, and serve as living examples of the behaviors and mindsets that truly pave the way to success. They act as guiding lights, helping you maintain laser focus on your goals, gently reminding you of your deeper purpose when distractions inevitably crop up or setbacks loom. Negative influences, conversely, can subtly drain your vital energy, seed your mind with debilitating doubt, and relentlessly hold you back from pursuing your absolute best self. Curating the right inner circle demands both keen discernment and profound intentionality. You must honestly evaluate your relationships, recognizing which connections genuinely add value and which, insidiously, deplete your motivation or erode your confidence. This might mean consciously distancing yourself from those who habitually foster negativity, revel in gossip, or encourage complacency. Positive influences aren't merely yes men, or those who flatter you. They are individuals who challenge you to think unconventionally, to act with profound wisdom, and to relentlessly expand your vision of what's possible. They might bravely challenge your ingrained assumptions, lovingly encourage accountability, or simply inspire powerful action through the compelling force of their own example. Mentors, cherished friends, respected colleagues, and even distant role models you admire from afar can all serve as profoundly positive influences. By keenly observing their habits, their mindset, and their decision-making processes, you can judiciously adapt strategies that will undeniably elevate your own life. Surrounding yourself with positive influences also extends to actively engaging in communities and environments that inherently foster growth. This could mean professional networks, enriching educational groups, or social circles that genuinely share your ambitions and values. Immersing yourself in such environments naturally cultivates collaboration, accelerates learning, and ignites fierce motivation. When you consciously immerse yourself in positivity, it powerfully reinforces your commitment to relentless self-improvement. You begin to instinctively adopt productive habits, cultivate constructive thinking patterns, and embrace disciplined routines, not just because you witness them modeled by others, but because you deeply understand and feel their profound benefits. Positive influences are your anchors during challenging storms. They offer invaluable guidance, unwavering encouragement, and crucial emotional support when obstacles inevitably arise, preventing you from succumbing to discouragement or stagnation. They celebrate your triumphs with genuine joy and offer constructive feedback with grace, helping you refine your approach without ever feeling diminished. Choosing positive influences also necessitates that you contribute positively in return. Relationships are inherently reciprocal. Your own attitude, behavior, and energy profoundly impact those around you. By bringing value, encouragement, and unwavering integrity to your interactions, you actively strengthen this vibrant circle of positivity, creating a truly supportive network that enriches everyone involved. Furthermore, consciously consuming positive media and content can serve as powerful indirect influences. Thought-provoking books, insightful podcasts, inspiring speeches, and educational materials that champion growth, resilience, and self-improvement can profoundly shape your mindset and reinforce the crucial lessons you absorb from personal interactions. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is a long-term, strategic investment in your success. It's not about fleeting gratification or shallow friendships. It's about consistently choosing interactions and environments that relentlessly elevate your thinking, sharpen your skills, and refine your character. The cumulative, compounding effect of these influences over time becomes astonishingly powerful. Your decisions, your habits, and your fundamental attitudes are subtly guided by the examples and encouragement you absorb, ultimately sculpting the very trajectory of your life. Positive influences also inherently foster accountability. When you're surrounded by individuals who genuinely care about your growth, you're far more likely to remain steadfastly committed to your goals and to hold yourself truly responsible for your progress. This accountability acts as a potent catalyst for decisive action and continuous improvement. By intentionally curating positive influences, you build an unshakable resilience against negativity, fear, and doubt. You cultivate an enduring optimism, fierce determination, and quiet confidence that will sustain your efforts even through the most challenging circumstances. The collective energy, mindset, and behaviors of those around you function as a powerful mirror, reflecting back what is truly possible and what is consistently expected of you over time. Consistent immersion in positivity elevates your mindset, subtly shapes your habits, and meticulously aligns your actions with a compelling vision you hold for yourself. It relentlessly encourages continuous learning, fosters crucial adaptability, and fuels unending growth, guaranteeing that you are never limited by the narrow constraints of environment, past experiences, or unproductive associations. Surrounding yourself with positive influences isn't a singular decision you make once and forget. It's an ongoing, dynamic process of careful evaluation, thoughtful adjustment, and intentional, heartfelt engagement. By consciously cultivating a vibrant circle of encouragement, profound wisdom, and genuine inspiration, you strategically position yourself to maximize your potential, boldly embrace every opportunity, and perpetually refine who you are.